Hello, everybody. I'm going to tell you a delightful story.
Now, I want you to make yourselves comfortable and settle back.
Now, are you all ready? Here we go.
How does he do it? No one knows. After 40 years of career, with a few rather short dry spells, not necessarily in the same places according to different people, he still manages to release a new album that is absolutely brilliant in many ways. Fast Forward was so splendid that it could have perfectly served as a farewell album. Fool in 2019 reshuffled the deck and makes one eager to continue the adventure for another 40 years. Big Black Cloud.
Let's go. Sun's out, I wanna wear a fez, wanna do a dance, but the weatherman says no go. You can't go. Save us from the big black cloud. Fly a kite. Who they gonna sue if you hit a satellite? So no, better not go. Someday, beer and sauerkraut, take you to the park, but the weatherman shouts no, no, just no. Save us from the big black cloud. Save us from the big black cloud. Shout it out, not too loud. Shout it out, shout it out, shout it out. In the gym, nobody can tell what the hell is wrong with him. Don't know. We don't know. All day, Mama wears a frown, worn it every day since they tore the tower down. Oh no, say it ain't so.
There's no 1920s swing, no contemporary music, no return to rock ska. Jackson does what he does best. Him. His blend of pop, ska, jazz, bossa, and always this desire to create an atmosphere in each song. Here we are spoiled. 8 tracks, 8 completely different musical landscapes. Friends better.
Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink on me. I can read what you need, 'cause it's clear to see. So you tried and you tried and you made a mess. on strong, get it wrong, but I mean no harm. If you were to use your head, then you would just forget her. Listen to what the wise man said. Love her good, friend better. Love her good, friend better.
One might regret that his circles beat around a well-known pot, as there are sounds and harmonies that are so distinctive, so typical, that a slight feeling of repetition might arise. This is where the extraordinary heterogeneity of the album supports the structure. Jumping from one style to another, with a superbly crafted track listing, better than Night and Day, Joe once again brings smiles with old musician tricks and allows himself some rather outlandish things, like the bridge of Friend Better, this organ of extremely questionable taste, which us slough as we think it's going too far, but whose melody is so catchy, with a title clearly made for the stage. To conclude, the album's final title is a good summary of our champion's career. Alchemy.
Red velvet curtains open noiselessly. Lovers and children strain their necks to see a figure in the dark, now almost revealed. A swirl of velvet cloak, and now he's disappeared. Alchemy. Close up on the lips, shiny, shiny red. Whispering, whispering, what was that she said? A lightning flash, a sudden silhouettes. Who's there, a friend? Glowing cigarettes. Alchemy. Thrill to secrets never told. Taste the bitter turns to sweet. See the dross turn into gold. Hear a B sharp turn to C. Living in the city, it's dirty and it's gritty, it's smoggy and it's sooty and it stinks. Well, I don't really mind it, I take it as I find it, but I don't care what anybody thinks. And there's one thing I can't take, it's the noise that people make. What a din, what a racket, I don't think I can hack it, I didn't come in looking for a fight. Pass a law and I'll back it, pass a bag and let me pack it, I'll do anything if it'll bring me sleep at night. All day long they're banging and clattering and clanging and begging for the boss to let them out. You'd think they want some quiet, instead they start a riot and fuss and fight and scrap and scream and shout. When you'd like a quiet drink and you can't hear yourself think. What a din, what a racket, I don't think I can hack it, I didn't come in looking for a fight. Pass a law and I'll back it, pass a bag and let me pack it, I'll do anything if it'll bring me sleep at night. See what I mean? What a cacophony. God. Now don't misunderstand me, there's lovely people round me. I like the pub, I like the music hall. I like all kinds of places, it's just the ugly faces and voices that could drive me up the wall. When you dine out for a treat and you can't hear yourself eat. What a din, what a racket, I don't think I can hack it, I didn't come here looking for a fight. Pass a law and I'll back it, pass a bag and let me crack it, I'll do anything if it'll bring me sleep at night.
There was one string missing from the musical Chameleon Bow, the concept album. Admittedly, the genre has been dormant since the 70s, but that won't stop Joe Jackson. So, at the end of 2023, a delightful retro fantasy arrives surprisingly relevant in both form and content. Mr. Joe Jackson presents Max Champion in What a Racket! This will delight all those who still believe in the combination of irresistible melodies and well-crafted lyrics. Let's hear The Sporting Life.
When I was just a little lad, I wasn't good for much. Me father said I'd always be a slob. The girls will tell me you can look, but oh, you'll never touch. The boys would look, then punch me in the gob. Well, nowadays, some people make a fortune playing sports, from running round and rolling in the mud. But I wouldn't swap me jacket for a racket and some shorts, and I never did enjoy the sight of blood. But I'm a friend called Frank, who's working in a bank, but lives for his game of rugby. With 10 left toes and a cauliflower nose, he swears that it keeps him young. No, the sporting life is not for me. I'd rather be a donkey or a monkey up a tree. I'll sweep the street, I'm it's for me, do anything at all, but don't make me kick another ball. My teachers always hated me, I was a sickly brat. They said you're for the high jump, and I was. They thought that being tall and thin I might be good at that, but I ran up to the line and there I froze. But I've a pal called Paul, who loves the cricket ball, the sound that it makes on Willow. He shows no fear and hits one once a year in matches that last that long. No, the sporting life is not for me. I'd rather be a donkey or a monkey up a tree. I'll sweep the street, I'm meant for me, do anything at all, but don't make me kick another ball. There was a time I thought I might have made a bunch of friends. They dragged me to a soggy patch of grass. They started running round and well, you know how this one ends. They lost the ball and kicked me up the field. But I've a mate called Mac who goes to the track and drinks till he thinks he's sober. He takes his pay and chucks it all away and thinks that he's having fun. No, the sporting life is not for me. I'd rather be a donkey or a monkey up a tree. I'll sweep the street, I'm meant to be, do anything at all, but don't make me kick another ball. Back then your mum would say, be careful what you do, don't have to jump around, you're not a kangaroo. Meanwhile your dad said, if they kick you, kick 'em back, and give us all a real good laugh. Well, nowadays I've mellowed, and I say just let 'em play, but I don't get into quite so many brawls. It's wonderful that there's so many games for kids today, that is providing that they got the balls. Now I've a boy called Bill, who loves to climb a hill and fly down when he's got skis on. I've said, boy heck, you'll break your blooming neck, but that never stopped no one. No, the sporting life is not for me. I'd rather be a monkey or a donkey up a tree. I'll sweep the street, I'm meant to be, do anything at all, but don't make me kick another ball.
The melodic quality of British popular music, which allowed artists from across the Channel to dominate global charts from several decades, likely lies in a sincere fidelity to traditional music. Without going back to the Middle Ages, two recently released English records explore and modernize the link between their music and the rich tradition of sentimental or comic songs from the working class on the late 19th century. Madness, with their theatre of the absurd presence, C'est la vie, and now Joe Jackson with Max Champion in What a Racket. This return to the roots is not surprising, coming from an artist accustomed to musical explorations of all kinds. His loyal audience, used to his bold excursions, will be inclined to accompany him on this new adventure. A whole narrative centered around a rediscovery in the attic of a house of songs by an artist from before the Great War who fell on the Flanders front and is now forgotten, Max Champion. In fact, it was Harry Champion, who enchanted London's East End at the time and whose song fell into obscurity. However, some of his score began to resurface from 2014, and by 2019 There were enough scores for Jackson to resurrect them. In a press release, he mentioned wonderful songs from their time that are also surprisingly modern. Sometimes it's almost as if Max is speaking to us directly from his early 20th century London to the start of the 21st. Here comes a song that could have been written by the Pogues or the Waterboys. Worse things happen at the sea.
Life isn't always jolly. Sun often turns to rain. Between our fear and folly, we fail and fail again. My old man knew about it. He'd sailed the 7 seas. It's not that he would doubt it. He'd say, all right, but please, let's save our tears, be brave, my dears, and stand up straight and free. Remember what the sailors say, worse things happen at sea. Oh, worse things happen at sea. I had a dog called Lucky, a lively little chap, blind in his left eye and lost his right ear in a scrap. At least one leg was going lame, his coat was going bald, but he still answered to his name when anybody called. Let's save our tears, be brave, my dears, and stand up straight and free. Remember what the sailors say, worse things happen at sea. Oh, worse things happen at sea. When me and Dad went walking, he hardly said a word, but he knew I was talking, and I knew that he heard. I'd tell him of the tears I'd shed, my struggles and my pain, and by he'd shake his head and start his old refrain. Let's save our tears, be brave, my dears, and stand up straight and free. Remember what the sailors say, worse things happen at sea. Oh, worse things happen at sea.
Joe has summoned a 12-musician orchestra for this album, which he refers to as re-recordings, and designed aggressive brass arrangements, galloping drums, catchy choruses, hysterical pianos, and frantic violins. Joe's impressive musical craftsmanship, his delivery of hilariously theatrical performances, and his authentically Cockney accent resonate with the era. Here comes Shades of Night, in which Max strolls through the city at dusk. Through the lit windows, he captures moments of intimate life and becomes moved, until he finds a couple in the midst of a romantic conversation in which he recognizes his girlfriend. The moral? Put curtains on your windows.
It happened one evening, a Wednesday in spring, with my day's work done. I thought I'd go for a walk just to savour the breeze. Windows were lighted and people excited for nights of fun. But their curtains were drawn. Someone really should warn them. One can't help but see what one sees. The shades of night were falling fast around all the streets and the squares. It's all too easy strolling past to see what your neighbours are doing in there. They're not playing pianos or having their tea, not talking or reading a book. The shades of night were falling fast, but I still got a pretty good look. Now I swear I'm not prying or snooping or spying, that's not my way. Until I spotted a head full of lovely dark curls. She looked familiar, yes, more than just similar, as clear as day. And I stopped in the street as my heart skipped a beat, and I heard myself say, that's my girl. The shades of night were falling fast around all the streets and the squares. It's all too easy strolling past to see what your neighbours are doing in there. They're not playing pianos or having their tea, not talking or reading a book. The shades of night were falling fast, but I still got a pretty good look.
And so we come to the end of this long biography of an artist who, as you may have sensed, is dear to my heart. For all the reasons mentioned, and also for one trait of Joe that is too little known, his unwavering kindness and respect for his fellow musicians. Few artists who have collaborated with him, and there are many, have not expressed delight at the working atmosphere, the trust, and the listening ability of the boss. Hats off for the artist. Why?
Why, is a word that I detest. Why must I get it off me chest? Someone always wants to investigate. I know what they're looking for. I could tell some tales that could titillate, but then they want more and more. Why is a word that I despise. Why can't you open up your eyes? Someone always asks what it's all about. They've been doing that for years. if you just love someone. Why must we work until we drop? Why must we fight to reach the top? Doing all that you're obligated to, dreaming you can be up there. What if you get there and you hate the view, and then you find no one cares? Why do we survive? What can we be going to? Why, if we don't arrive, can't we share a drink or two? Why are we alive? What with what we're going through? Why, if we have to die, can't we share a joke or two?
This podcast is over. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, your comments are welcome, as are your subscription. And don't forget that wishing you well. Ciao a tutti.